Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP hit as high as 63 cents this morning, and we're seeing a bit of a pullback across crypto, but XRP is actually one of the few coins still in the green, up about 4% over the last 24 hours, sitting at 60 cents. So let's talk about what's going to be happening potentially in the short term, and more importantly, in the bigger picture for what we all hope will be a blow-off top for this market cycle. I have 6 different chart analysts in the world of XRP talking about what they think is going to happen and general commentary. So lots to discuss, but before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. Just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby, and just for fun, damn it. And if you don't like it, well, you can just get out. Now, as I record this latest Moon Lambo hot jam, it is 11:26 a.m. Central Time, Wednesday, July 17th, 2024. As I said, XRP 60 cents, up about 4%. Bitcoin at $64,352, down 0.31%. And as I scroll through Live Coin Watch, you can see it's just a sea of red. There are some coins that are up a little bit, but XRP is one of the rare ones, actually. It's just been running insanely. And so, just to be clear, nothing goes up in a straight line forever, and for the last week, XRP has been running, but even throughout the last 7 days, with XRP being up, 40%, again, over 40% now, roughly, over the last 7 days, it wasn't a straight line here. I mean, you can see what happened. You're going back a week ago, we were at 43 cents. You can see days later, we hit this peak at 56 cents, then we pulled back, got down as low as 51 cents, ended up getting back. It takes time. But even though I say time, a week is pretty damn quick. So, to be honest with you, I mean, if you go on, a 30-day, look at this. I mean, it seems more like a ramp the more you zoom out here. Look at that. Here's a 90-day. It's been going ballistic here. And what's kind of cool is really, we have, outside of the news that came on XRP Victory Day, July 13th, a year ago, we haven't seen a run like this for XRP outside of other, crypto bull runs where we're in this macro environment where everything's just taken off. It's been literally years to this point. And so you should expect some sort of pullback, and maybe we're going to see a greater one than where we are now, but XRP has just shown tremendous strength to this point. But I do want to note, as this is happening, it's not like it's that surprising. We all understand that everything's correlated and stuff moves in tandem here, and it's been interesting that as XRP has been breaking to the upside, it's at the same damn time that the Russell 2000 has been ripping to the upside over the last roughly week at this point. And frankly, XRP started its move, I guess you could probably argue slightly ahead of that, not that it necessarily matters. It's about the same time, and it just shows an increase in appetite for risk. Because, as you go further out the risk curve, which basically just means rather than investing what's presumed to be safer, whether it's a large cap crypto or a large cap stock, if you go further out the risk curve, it just means you're getting into smaller cap stuff, whether you're talking about equities or crypto. And so we have seen that appetite increase over the last week in the stock market and in crypto. Certainly, an XRP is a prime example of what's been happening here. But I just wanted to highlight the Russell 2000, which is what's on your screen here right now. The day's not over, but it is down 0.87% at the time that I'm recording this. So the fact that XRP has been up at all this morning is pretty cool to see, even though it's pulled back a little bit since then. But again, it's not going to go up in a straight line. And even if we see it dip down a fair bit, that doesn't change anything. It doesn't mean in terms of what's going to happen on a higher time frame. In terms of if we're going to have true expansion in this market, what's happening in the short term, even if XRP pulls back to whatever degree, fine. Nothing goes up in a straight line. You don't see that with Bitcoin or ETH or it doesn't matter. Nothing goes up literally in a straight line forever. That's why we like to say up only, because it's a fun thing to kind of joke about, but it's not literally true. Of course, there are pullbacks along the way. Here is the NASDAQ 100 stock-heavy index, a tech-heavy index in the stock market, rather. And so it's down, again, close to 11:30 a.m., so plenty of time here, but it's down 2.75%. S&P 500 down 1.32%. So I just wanted to provide additional context here. XRP down a hair, but up over the last 24 hours. Pretty cool to see, frankly. And so I shared this post here this morning, 8:24 a.m. I wrote, XRP just hit 63 cents and is now up 44% in just 7 days, showing some serious signs of life. And you'll love to see it. And so, as I always say, when this stuff happens, have fun with it. Most of what it is to be investing in crypto and to be an XRP holder is to endure tremendous pain and sideways price action, downward price action. So when we get these days, have fun with it. Shout it from the rooftops. Put some posts out on social media. It's fine to enjoy that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Some people are just going to be negative, and I push back against them because I don't need their sourness in my damn feet. That's all I'm saying here. Now, I get it. They feel emotionally beaten. But here, XRP community member named Cruz responded to my post and wrote, I can tell by all the negative sentiment that most of these people probably sold too early and made very little profit, if any at all. I remember my first beer. And so I wrote to him and I said, it's very clear that a lot of XRP holders feel emotionally battered. You always see this at the lows right before XRP outperforms. I suspect this moment in time is no different. And so here's a post, another one to what I wrote there about XRP hitting 63 cents. Somebody named Brian wrote, it'll dump hard soon like always. And so nothing against Brian. Like, I do have a certain amount of sympathy for people in my community who, it's our community, but I'm part of it, so I said mine. Our XRP community feeling beaten down. I don't want people to feel beaten down, but this is the type of thing that I'm talking about. Have fun, be excited. This is the time where it makes sense to be excited. I don't normally talk like this, but we are in a bull market. When we're in a bear market, you will find that I will not be talking like this, just like I did not in previous bear markets. This is the time to be amped up about this stuff. It's totally fair. Have fun with it. And so I responded and said, you sound defeated with a comment like that. Why not just celebrate and enjoy XRP outperforming the entire market overall? And so again, nothing against Brian. I get it. I have a certain amount of sympathy for the perspective, but let me try and persuade you to recognize that it doesn't make sense logically to be feeling that way. I see what the market's done to some of you, but it's okay. The crypto pie is expanding. XRP is a part of that. And even from a fundamental perspective, things just keep getting better and better. The money follows. It's just that it's, in terms of the big moves that cause XRP to if you look over a span of a decade, increase substantially, it shouldn't be surprising if you've been in the stock market or crypto for more than 5 seconds, but it is the case that those types of major moves happen on a very small percentage of days. You might as well round down to 0. It's so few days where that stuff happens that it almost doesn't exist, but it does exist, which is why we see these massive moves to the upside, but they're very few and far between. That's why people get emotionally beat down. There was this guy also responded to me, dude here, he said, yet, referencing XRP, he said, yet still way down versus the rest of the market of the last year. And so I wrote to him and I said, right. In fact, XRP has never been so poorly priced against the entire asset class in its entire history, except in 2017. In which case, XRP then became the top performer in the entire asset class, rising 80,000% in price that cycle. Do you think this represents opportunity, as it did in 2017, or are you making some sort of negative point? And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm leaning towards he was saying, that's just negative. Look at how poor it's performing. Because that's usually what I see. When people point that out, it's because they are battered down. And so nothing against him if that's what he's saying. I'm just trying to offer a different perspective because I don't think you really need to feel that way. I don't think that's what makes the most sense. Just my humble opinion. You're welcome to disagree. And again, absolutely nothing against anybody that feels that way. I'm trying to help, okay? I think it makes sense to have a damn smile on your face when this stuff is happening. When XRP is in this position historically, that represents a point of maximum opportunity before it melts faces. Here's a post from chart analyst Crypto Michael. And he said, XRP historic breakout incoming. In all my years of trading crypto, I have never seen a 7-year-long bull pennant. We might be about to witness one of the most significant breakouts in crypto history. Folks, I can't disagree with that. It's on your damn screen going back 7 freaking years. Look at that symmetrical triangle. And in almost 100% of cases, it is the case that before hitting the apex of a symmetrical triangle, there is a breakout, one way or another. We're in a bull market, though, which is why my supposition is that when XRP breaks, it's going to be drastically to the upside. I think like what we've seen the last week, as fun as it's been, XRP up earlier today, 44%, it is a prelude of things to come, so far as I'm concerned. That's what I think is most probable, anyway. Like, it's not going to stay here forever. It just won't. XRP cannot stay in this range forever. It will not stay in this range forever. It's going to go. Here's a post from chart analyst Harry at Geraldo XRP, very famous in our XRP community for calling the beginning of the biggest XRP bull run in history, December 2017, and he called the very tippy top of it, actually, about 2.5 weeks later. And here he said on July 14th, XRP, backtest of May close, probably see longs coming in here again now. And it's been 3 days now. Yup! We have certainly seen that to this point. It has gone much, much, much higher. At the time you posted this, it looks like it was 52 cents. Ran up to 63 cents. Slight pullback at the moment. Let's see what happens here. But even if there's a bigger-ish pullback in the short term, so what? It happens with everything. This is some serious momentum, the likes of which we haven't seen in years, outside of course, the July 13th ruling last year from Judge Torres. Here we have a post from Chart Analyst Cryptos. This is an XRP market cap dominance percentage chart, and he wrote, I think they are starting to get it now. Higher, hashtag XRP. And so just note that XRP got down close to 1% dominance, and it has since, at least the time he posted this morning, XRP was at 1.5% dominance for the entire market. And I don't know if that sounds like a lot or a little to you, but it's a lot. Because there are over 20,000 freaking coins. So for XRP to go up about 0.5%, anywhere even near that, is incredible. That's because XRP has been outperforming the market. You love to see it. You love to see it. Here's a post from chart analyst Dom at TraderView2. And he says, and he posted this morning, by the way, he said, immense strength here on XRP. We either go straight to 70s, meaning 70-cent region, or pull back for the retests like green arrow. So for those of you looking at the screen, you can see what he's talking about. He's saying either it's going to be one or the other. Either we're going to break here, we're going to see 70-something cents soon, or we go down, maybe test the upper to mid 50-cent range, and then move to the upside, eventually getting there either way. So what I'm saying is, even if there's a pullback, even if there is a slight cool down period, whatever that is, whether it's a week or whatever, his anticipation is that we're still going to resume to the upside. Nothing changes the higher time frame. And that idea, as far as nothing changing on the higher time frame, regardless of what happens in the short term, every analyst I follow will tell you that. I can't think of an exception. Here's a post from Charting Guy. It says XRP levels update. And I just wanted to highlight this because the top level here, 75 cents, I keep seeing that level cited by analyst after analyst after analyst. If that resistance level is breached and it becomes support, I mean, what I keep seeing is a strong expectation that it will not take much once that's breached to break past $1. I keep seeing that from multiple analysts. Take for what it's worth. I keep seeing that though. Here's a post also from Charting Guy, and he says XRP all-time high this month. My original prediction was this summer, preferably sometime between May to July. Summer lasts until September 22nd. So maybe late September at the absolute latest for the breakout. So we'll see. I mean, timelines are notoriously impossible to consistently nail down. And I always get nervous for any analyst out there, no matter how much I respect them or how great I think they are when they try and nail down a timeline. But I will say, regardless, that doesn't sound crazy. I don't know if it's going to happen in that particular time frame anyway. But given that we're in a bull run, when things heat up, you don't know for sure when it's going to take off. So it's certainly not crazy. So I will say, if you're going to have any sort of rough timeline for when things might go, I think it's less crazy if at least we're in a bull market. But in the depths of a bear market, to try and call something like that, it's even more ridiculous because, man, you're that much further out, right? So, but either way, it doesn't change. I still firmly believe as long as we see expansion in the market, XRP will be a part of it. We're going to see a new all-time high, price discovery, face melt, the whole 9 yards. Here's a post from chart analyst Dark Defender. And so it began. XRP entered the qualification mode by bouncing precisely from our last frontier, 39.17 cents, then surpassing 60.44 cents and entering the previous triangle above 66.49 cents. It is magic towards $18 to $36. So when he's talking about that, I think he's talking about more so what's probable for closer to a cycle top. And that would just be pure insanity, but it's crypto, and that can happen. There's not much money in crypto. There's not that much money in XRP, subjectively speaking. You can get crazy multiplier effects. And if Bitcoin's going to go even higher than what most people think, if that is to happen, then so will XRP. Because there'll be that much more money to slosh through the entire crypto ecosystem, including XRP. This is the most excited I've ever been to be an XRP holder. I know I've been saying it like for like this entire year, but as more time passes, we see more price action develop and see what's happening on a macro scale and within equities. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm more amped up now than I was at the beginning of the year. It just keeps getting better and better. Even if you forget the short-term price action, look at what's happening. The signs are indicating we should be optimistic. That what is most probable, though not certain, is that we really are going to see that expansion in crypto. We're going to see that alt season. We're going to see Bitcoin break new all-time highs and sustain them substantially above what we've seen this year. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but we're talking in terms of probability. Don't you agree? Like, that's more probable? I certainly think so. And as always, of course, we'll find out together. But what an exciting time to be in crypto. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.